Hello, Cohort 6 students. My name is Mrs. Six. I'm going to be your teacher for the rest of the school year. I just wanted to send you a quick video and kind of let you know what you should be focusing on this week, what assignments you should be working on. I will tell you that on Tuesday and Wednesday in our English orientation, I will specifically go over how to do assignments. I just want to give you kind of little tips and tricks of what you should be looking at or what you should be doing right now. So you just don't have questions. So, obviously when you come in, look at the announcements. Eventually these announcements will be all together once all of the cohort students are in, but you guys are cohort 6. So this week you should be working on orientation week assignments only. You're actually exempt from anything else that we do in our class, and I'll show you that in the grade book here in just a second. So you're going to come in and you're going to look down at kind of the class schedule. So you guys are down here. So anything up here doesn't really pertain to you this week, so don't worry about any of that stuff. But this week you are going to obviously be in orientation on Monday, on Tuesdays, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, depending on your teachers. You may be in orientation with your core teachers, so English, Math, Science, Social Studies. My orientation time with you is 11 to 11:55. I technically have this Thursday too, but since you guys are only doing orientation week, we don't need that third day. That'll be a day for you guys just to work, get done what you need to do, kind of get acclimated into OHVA, and then just be ready to go next week when we start a new unit. So, my students this week are wrapping up Unit 2, so you guys are totally exempt from that. You don't have to do Unit 2. You will start fresh with Unit 3, right? So right now, any of this stuff really doesn't pertain to you. Next week it will, and we'll have obviously Unit 3 down there next week, and we'll be, building on this of a pacing guide and assignments due, right? But I do want to let you know, spacing guide is pretty important. We use it in our class every week. It tells you when assignments are open, when they're due, and then when assignments are closing. Right now, there's no real assignments closing because I have orientation students coming in. I think we have 10 cohorts. So I'm kind of holding off on that until all the cohort students are coming in. And then eventually, like, orientation week will close. Unit 1 will close, which is not really, you're not doing that, so you don't have to worry about it. Unit 0 will end up closing. But you are starting fresh with Unit 2, so you don't have to worry about any of those. But you should come in and look at the pacing guide every week, starting next week. All right. Unit calendar kind of also tells you what's happening. This is actually going to be built up on. Still have a few more things we're working on that we need to add into our class. So once those are done, that will get a little bit longer. That unit semester 1 calendar will get longer. So you have a pacing guide, and really for you guys right now, I want you to ignore the class, not the pacing guide, the class plan, because the class plan is kind of weird right now for you guys because a lot of it will say exempt for you. Some of it won't say exempt. But I'm going to take you in and show you a student view really quick so you can kind of see exactly what you need to work on and kind of what to expect. All right. So I'm actually going in as one of you from Cohort 6, Jordan Jenkins. But basically, I'm doing this view just to show you what you would see. So obviously in the class plan, what they have up is this racist strategy, paragraph 6. You guys don't have to work on that. That's not something that you're doing. So what I want you guys to do is go in through the content tab up here at the top, and you're only working on those orientation week assignments. So it says right here, getting started in English 108 orientation assignments. So once you click on that, it's going to bring up everything that you need to do for this week. So basically, you're going to want to look through these pages. You're going to want to watch orientation video if you haven't done that. So where it's saying overdue, I actually need to go in and change the due dates on those. So it shouldn't be popping in overdue for you. So I'll go in and change the due dates on those. I have not done that yet. But you're going to obviously look, if you want to look at the PowerPoint presentation, if you want to look at the readiness test, instructional video, but you are going to be doing this readiness test No matter what you get on it, you're automatically going to get a 15 out of 15. There's 25 questions. Basically, it just helps me as your teacher guide where I need to like focus, because if a big group of you are super low in one area, that means I need to talk a little bit more about that in class, or, you know, we need to add in lessons like for that. So no matter what you get on that, you are going to get a 15 out of 15. So there's directions here for the Google form. This says you're exempted. You actually are not exempted from this. I don't know why that's popping. So I want you to do this Google form assignment. I'm going to see if I can get that fixed. So click on that. It's a very simple, I'm going to just click on it and show you really quick. You go to the link, and what happens is it's super easy. You just go in and answer these questions, and it's all about you. Not a big deal at all, right? So once you're done with that, you are going to go in and you're going to do this little check, and basically it's yes or no that you completed it. This is how you get your grade for this. So once you say, yep, I completed it, then all we have to do is check yes, and then you are going to get your 10 points for that. The next thing is the introduce yourself assignment. That is on our discussion board. There is a video in the class that shows you how to do that, but that is also something that you will need to do. And then a little orientation review quiz. I would really hold off in doing this quiz until after Wednesday when we're done with orientation. I'm going to cover some things in orientation with you that are going to be asking you about these things. A lot of it is basic, like common sense type stuff, but there are a couple of things that are pertinent to our class that you will definitely want to wait until Wednesday to complete that that little quiz. And it's 10 points, 10 questions long. So, and not difficult at all. So everything in orientation week is definitely set up or meant to kind of give you a little bit of a jump start on a good grade. There's nothing in the orientation week that's difficult. Everything is pretty easy. The only thing that will take you a little bit of time to do is the pretest. After that, everything else should take you about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. It's really not that long. So go ahead, look through the class. Let me know if you have questions. Like I said, I'm going to try and get rid of this overdue, and I am going to try and get rid of this because this exempted thing should not be popping up for you guys. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I would be happy to answer those. Bring all your questions to Class Connect on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. I will see you guys then.